So the thought process behind that is not everybody has to be out in front of a crowd. Not everybody's comfortable about being in front of the crowd. Sometimes, and a lot of people are like this, in fact, the majority of people are like this, they like being a good number two, or they like being part of an executive team and being part of that crowd and being able to contribute, but not being at the very top of the pinnacle. And there's nothing wrong with that. Not everybody is designed to be CEO. Not everybody is designed to lead a major corporation or a small corporation. The world needs great people to support great leaders in any capacity whatsoever, whether it be a CFO, a CMO, a COO. All of these people make up a team for what it is. And the more you can understand that this is what I contribute, this is how I make the team better, this is how I add value, and be able to articulate that in a way that other people understand it, they listen to it, and they respond to it, that's what's important. It's showing up. It's showing up and saying, you know, as Wendy was saying, it's the people, you know, when somebody gets hired or somebody gets promoted, it should be obvious because you've already done the work. You've already been there. You already said, hey, listen, I have an idea on this. I have an idea, you know, how we can do this. Here's a problem that I saw. How do we fix this problem? And here's 2 or 3 different ideas. When I had staff, nobody was allowed to come into my office unless they had 2 solutions to a problem. Nobody could come into my office and say, we've got a problem. They have to come into my office and say, we've got a problem, this is what's happened, here's 2 different ways that we can fix it. I may not take either, but what I'm listening for is the initiative. I'm listening to the fact that they care enough about the customer and they care enough about the company to come with a solution. And they've already taken the time to think about it. They've already taken the time to say, okay, we're going to be late on this project. Here's how we can fix this. Here's how we can deal with the customer. Here's how we can deal with the project management team. Here's how we can deal with the fallout that's going to happen from this. And those are the people that have, you know, forward-thinking ability. You know, anybody can say we've got a problem. Anybody can say, oh God, that didn't work properly. Anybody can hide from an issue. And we all hide behind email, social media, whatever. You know what? It's the guys that can sit up there and say, I made a mistake. Women say, I made a mistake. This is what happened. This is how we deal with it. And here's how we can fix it. Everybody makes mistakes. I make mistakes. God knows I make mistakes, but I own up to them. And if it costs me money, it costs me money. If it costs me personal reputation, it costs me personal reputation. But I'll tell you something. My customers have been loyal to me for years and decades because when I do make a mistake, I fix it. And they know that. And that's part of my personal brand. They know that my handshake and my word is God. I will not shirk from my responsibility. I will not deal with it. And if it costs me money, and if I'm the one that has to stand up in front of their customer and say, mea culpa, I made the mistake, then I will. And I will not cause them embarrassment if I don't have to. And I don't want people to be embarrassed in front of their boss if I can take the hit. Because you know what? It's my company. It's my responsibility. It's my brand. And my brand says, I will take care of you.